Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the Matt Black Show. And I'm going to get a little wild and crazy on it this time. So we got Rick Day in the house. Phil Ferguson right over there in a crazy warehouse. Cry. Fuck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And a couple of the people in the back there, if you don't mind, grab that mic and say who you are.
My name is Rich, and I run Atlanta Bass Wars.
My name's Kenan, and I run Sweet Tooth Entertainment.
All right, now that you see that all the people we have in here, basically we're going to do a little 30-minute interview, and then the ones that DJ in here, which is 3 of them, we're going to do a little 3-on-3 set there for your brain to feel sex on your face. And now we're going to go ahead and get it started here, since the show is sponsored by quadatlanta.com. Then I'm going to go ahead and give it off to Rick Day to let him speak his mind for a second here.
Thank you. Thank you very much. First of all, I want to thank everybody who's tuning in tonight, because you're part of the family. You know, a lot of times people will come up to me at the venue at Quad or at Springforth Center, and they'll thank me for having a place where they can go and have fun. And I always turn it back around on them, and I say thank you for coming out here, because without you deciding where to go, we would not be here. Or we would be doing something completely different. We've been doing EDM events here since 2005. Phil was actually, it was probably one of our first raves that we had here. The building that we're in right now, and the very room we're in right now, as you know, Matt, started out as Springforth Center in 2005. It was also known as the Red Door. And all we had was just this little building in the back, and the patio in the back. And primarily focused more on spanky parties and adult-style events and things like that. But the electronic dance music scene, the EDM scene, just kept growing. Wouldn't go away. It went from, well, okay, here's a client, to what the fuck are they doing? To, okay, this is pretty cool, to, man, I'm never going to get any sleep ever again. And so in 2005, we decided to take, you know, the next step and grow next door. And so we got Springforth Center, known as the Center over here now, and went through a long, protracted battle with the neighborhood groups and the Biddy Hens in the city, because they just didn't want people to have fun in Midtown. So we prevailed, and then we was at Springport for 2 years. Then 714 Spring Street opened up. The opportunity came about, both 714 and 708, but we decided to take the 714. And we did. I'm pretty good with visions, but I would look at that place and it's like, these kids are never going to fill this place up. I don't see this, you know, being much more than a 400 to 600 person scene. And boy, was I wrong. Because now we're averaging between 3,500 and 5,000 bodies a week through the door, depending on what it is. And we're pretty much doing everything on our own now. You know, we had to depend a lot on promoters to make people aware of what we're doing, to book the talent, and that kind of thing. And for that, we'll be eternally grateful. But there comes a point where you have to look at, okay, am I just in this for the scene, for the love, for the plure, or am I in this to get a return on my investment, to make sure everybody has fun without me getting my ass sued over liability issues? Okay, so that's when we started looking more at doing in-house things. So we built our own production and promotion company in-house, and slowly but surely we've turned the club around, especially with the addition of Rich here, and the Atlanta Bass Wars has really helped us solidify what we're doing internally. Springforth was started by just me and my wife.
Okay.
Okay, we're the only partners, and then there's a guy named Palmer Wood. Some of you might have known him. He's the operations manager. He's also a partner. But my wife Stacy has gone from one corporate job to another corporate job, and the other corporate job is going to require her to divest of her ownership of Springforth Center.
Huh.
So we're going to develop a new partnership, and the partnership is going to be with me and Palmer and Rich. So Rich is actually going to be a part owner of Quad, of Springforth Complex, of all those things. And I'm so pleased. We've looked for a long time. We've had a lot of people ask for this position and beg for this position because of the opportunities. But Rich was able to come in, and he was a bridge builder. He is a bridge builder. He's a person that everybody likes and respects. And he's done a wonderful job of really maximizing the potential of our revenue. And what's more exciting is that now we've developed, there's two major agencies that book the acts that Quad utilizes. And he has gotten in so good with one of them that he's made himself almost indispensable. As a result, we're going to do bigger things. We're going outside of Quad.
Bigger things is how?
Well, we're going to start doing some street parties out here where we're going to close the entire Spring Street and have more like 3,000 people at an event. We're looking at doing events at larger venues like 10,000, things like that. So what we're looking to establish ourselves as the largest promotions company in the Southeast United States. Eventually, Rich and I will own Live Nation.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Damn.
But
to be a part of it.
Yeah, but we can't do it without you, and we couldn't do it without any of these folks in here, everybody in this room, everybody looking at this. This is for you. And for those of you who have a lot of butt hurt over the expansion of the scene, the bros and the hoes, and the derogatory the things that we hear, let me tell you something. You were on the cutting edge. Congratulations. Your underground parties and your EDM and everything made you the coolest, hippest kids on the block. Guess what? Everybody else has caught up with you. I hate to tell you this, but it's only going to be a matter of time before your parents start becoming fans.
Yeah.
Remember what happened with hip-hop.
Yep.
Remember with first time you heard your dad humming Tupac. It's coming, folks. It's mainstream. It's here. Embrace it. Be the senior members. Don't turn your back on us. Okay? Don't turn your back on the scene. Embrace the scene. Help these people grow and understand what candy is and what it means. And it's not something you just buy at the store and wear to look cool.
Very
Okay?
true.
You have to be mentors.
I like that. Now we got a little talk there from Rick Day, the Quad owner.
Thank you very
Mad
much.
props to you. I like that. Got a lot of good words in there, too. A lot of things that are going to answer some of these questions. But right now we're going to hand it over to, let's see here, Phil, Underground Syndicate. Tell a little bit about yourself and how, I guess, Underground Syndicate, if you started that and how that got started.
Well, basically, I moved down from Seattle back in the end of '01. Got hooked up with some of the party kids. Oh, you're cute. Got hooked up with some of the party kids down here and kind of integrated myself into the scene down here and kind of wanted to bring, some of the vision that I had from working with some of the larger promoters and stuff out in Seattle down here to Atlanta. And we kind of started off doing some stuff in '02 and kind of could never settle on a name for the company. And then I eventually got some partners back in late '05. We did a show, let's see, it was June or July, at what used to be the Globe Theater down here. It was like one of the last shows they did there. We had a little bit of success with it and went on to actually settle on the name Underground Syndicate. And as Rick said, in January '06, we did our first show under that moniker, actually at the old Springforth Center. So yeah, so that was pretty good. And then, I mean, we went on to over the years, you know, try and build the company up more, and we've done a lot of headliners through. Some people know, some people don't. Worked with a lot of different venues over the years.
But now that you are definitely got a little bit bigger there, would you say that you're happy the way things are going, or you might make some tweaks?
As far as the company goes, yeah, there's always tweaks to be made. I mean, there's always things, you know, you're always looking for the next idea, the next thing that's going to draw the people in, and you know, better the scene, make this, you know, the people that go to your parties, you know, more interested and happy with what you're doing. So you're always looking to you know, make tweaks and make adjustments and make people happy.
Before we get into some of the questions there, people are wondering why questions. I'm going to go ahead and pass it off to Rich back there with Atlanta Bass Wars. It's all up to you now. Whatever you want to say, a little bit about Atlanta Bass Wars and what you think about, hell, what Rick Day just said.
Well, I guess to start out, Atlanta Bass Wars started out as kind of a grassroots type company. Prior to starting it, I was with Atlanta Dubstep. I helped start Atlanta Dubstep with Mayhem and about 5 other people. Over time, I wound up starting Atlanta Bass Wars in East Atlanta and doing shows at this small little Mexican restaurant called Blue Frog. From there, we basically just grew out of it, and I just patiently waited, and Group Blue Frog wound up closing down, and then we just did a few shows over at Connect under the name of Nuck and Futz.
What's funny about that when you said the Blue Frog, I remember going there when I got back from Amsterdam and started getting back into the scene, and the heavy-set guy with the glasses, the guy that owned Blue Frog, I actually normally DJ at a strip club, ladies and gentlemen, to let you know, and he comes in there all the time. And he always talked about you, so I guess you're highly talked about.
Well, I appreciate that. That's one of my friends, I guess. But around January, what wound up happening was I knew that I wanted and we needed to move on to a higher level. So I approached Quad, and they, with open arms, wanted to work together on trying to throw shows, and it's gotten substantially bigger than anything that I thought it would be in such a short period of time. Us working together and inevitably becoming partners and a family is only going to help solidify what we're going to inevitably do, which we'll be throwing bigger shows. We've got a lot of things coming up. I mean, I'm a man of few words, so I don't really know what
How you doing? You're doing
say.
fucking fantastic. That's what I'm talking about. As long as nobody takes in their fucking clothes off in here, I think we'll all be all right. But anyways, it does start getting pretty fucking warm in here. Now, we're going to hand it over to Sweet Tooth right there. Kenan.
What's up?
What's up, man? Now, you've been a background on the show here every now and then, and which is fucking killer, man. And you made some entertainment for my show, which I appreciate that. And everybody in the world's been wanting this show to happen so people can ask some questions and we can get some answers for them.
For sure.
And we already seem to have...
Why are you so pretty?
I get my mama's looks. What can I say?
Okay.
And what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, after Sweet Tooth speaks his mind here about, where it kind of started the Sweet Tooth thing, then we're going to pass it back around and answer some of those questions you have up there for you. So keep on laying those questions out, and we'll get them there for you. Boom.
All right. Well, Sweet Tooth essentially started out in Athens. I was working for this one company called RSVP ATL, which is more of a hip-hop company. And they wanted to branch out into Athens. And, the owner, or one of the owners, Chico, approached me and he said, could you hook it up? And so I was like, yeah, I'll do what I can. And I got everything set up, but, there was no response, no communication. And so, I basically took it on my own and did an event called Sugar Rush, because my company's name is Sweet Tooth. So
How'd that go?
it went pretty well. We had like 250 people in like a max capacity of 200 people bar in Athens. And we did 2 more parties at New Earth, which were not as good, but, it was still a good time. And then I decided to move this to And I did my first party at Inferno called Christmas in July, which was phenomenal. I had a great time. Everyone had a great time. And actually, I just Sweet Tooth just threw a party called Christmas in July at the Quad, which was also a great time. Oh yeah, it was a very good turnout. Like this past year has been very well for us. Our first party this year was Tokyo Takeover, then Bikinis and Blood, which was here, and then Christmas in July, which is here. And
I dig it. Now, before we shoot out some shout-outs there and any further events, which we're going to get that after the interview, we don't want to make this too boring here. We got to keep entertainment always. Yeah, somebody said I dig that too. I do appreciate that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, answer some of your questions you have up here. We'll skip that one. That one looks like that might be a drama question. We'll do this one. Why is it that all of the underground promoters and venues seem to fight over each night and day of every party? Why is that? Anybody can grab the mic at this time. Anybody can speak.
One word: competition. It's competition. There's a perception that, well, there has been for a long time, there's only a set number of people that you can reach out to get to come to your event. And
Yes.
You do the math and you figure, okay, I got to have this number of people paid in order to break even, and then this much to make this much, and this much to make this much. So what has happened is there's so much competition because there's so many goddamn events out there going on. If everybody just go away and let Quad do everything, everything would be all cool. Then Rick would be happy. You want to answer that?
Come on, Rick. Now we all can't go away. We were here before you. But no, seriously. It becomes increasingly more difficult. Okay, you have somebody like Rick and them come along. They grow and grow and grow, which is what you want. You want somebody like that to grow so that you have a bigger venue that will work with you on doing your things. The problem comes in here. You look at a place like any other club, Opera, Primal, Quad. Places like that have huge overhead.
Yeah.
The problem then comes into everybody's not going to work together because everybody wants to throw a party. You have a lot of promoters like, well, this is the only date that I can get this talent. This is the only date that I can get this talent. And then you have a company like Quad who doesn't have a choice. They have to be open every single day that they can because they have a huge overhead. So then it becomes a problem as well. You look at a promoter like Kenan or myself or even Rich if he wasn't at Quad. If he's bringing in a particular amount of talent, he might not be able to meet the requirements that a place like Quad has to be able to do the show there.
Very true.
So it's not so much, a lot of people think it's a lot more infighting than it is. It's not so much the infighting, it's just that, multiple businesses can't come to an agreement on something that works for both parties. If it works for both parties, then why not do it? I mean, a prime example is, a lot of people think that I don't do shows at Quad anymore. I did a show at Quad, April? We did a Star Wars party here. We were able to come to an agreement that both parties liked that met both parties' requirements. That he was able to cover his overhead on, that I was able to cover my overhead on, because we still have that too. Even as an underground promoter, what a lot of people fail to realize is they show up at a show and they're like, oh, well, you're charging me $15 or $20 to get in. That doesn't make any sense. These other people only charge $5 or $10. We may have a larger overhead than them, and we all do try and work together somewhat.
I like your words there. Now, one thing, a question I have here. What has to be the most biggest pain in the ass about throwing parties? Just one little quick ad there from each person, if you don't mind.
Well, to be honest, we've got this down so good that our biggest pain in the ass is keeping people off the stage who don't belong there. we've had 3 Serato boxes stolen. Okay? Yes. And people get up there and then they feel entitled because it's their DJ's buddy's cousin's friend. And then when security asks them to get off, they move the other side of the stage. They go and move them off. They get physical, and then the security has to get physical with them, and the next thing you know, there's drama on Facebook. Fuck Quad, fuck their security, that kind of stuff. So that's really the biggest source of angst, besides all the competition, especially illegal competition.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. That could be another question. Real quick, Rick, before you hand it off there, I got one to ask for you. You ever heard about the, was it Boycott the Quad? You ever heard about that on Facebook?
Yeah, actually, we took over that page.
Yeah, I think I did too. It's the biggest promotion for Quad.
Yeah, it really is. A lot of the drama goes back to DJs that have butt hurt over getting, not having 25 people of their homies up on the stage and stuff. Yeah. We've also had a situation where it seems like the hip hop community that's dying is latching on to some of the DJs. Hey, let me be your MC and stuff. And people come to complain and say, you get this fool off the microphone. Yeah. So we really literally had to ban microphones at Quad. Yes, we really did, because people wanted to hear the music. They didn't want to hear all this and this guy and 19 of his people, and it kind of also it makes the crowd weird. Also, people don't know what to expect when they come.
Very, very well put. All right, who else wants to speak on the what do you hate the most about promoting or owning?
I don't hate anything about it. I love it all.
See? You mean
the only the toughest thing, honestly, the toughest thing, and the only thing I can really think about is to consistently motivate the people to continue to promote on a consistent basis. That's really the toughest thing. I mean, we've got, like Rick was saying, we have it down pretty well as far as there. I mean, there were times when I initially was doing shows where it was a pain to have to have a friend try to track down people for payouts, but that's really the only issue that I can really think of now, unless you want to go back like 12 years or something.
Kenan, you might be able to answer this one, or I'm starting to get a bunch of questions up there. That's what I'm talking about. What is illegal competition?
I'll let Phil answer that one.
You ain't got a license that's illegal.
Hey, okay, illegal competition is real simple. Back when raves were getting started and stuff, there were a lot of warehouse parties, and people used to do things as crazy as kick indoors to warehouses, put generators in there, because there were no legal venues that thought we could bring enough crowd for them to make enough money to allow us in the place. Nowadays, we have places like that. They're becoming increasingly difficult to find, good ones, but we still do have places like that. So any illegal competition would be, anybody going into a place that doesn't legally have a permit to sell alcohol, or legally have licensing or certificates of occupancy to have, mass quantities of people in their building. So, and you do run into those. And then there's a lot of times where promoters go places and they, think that all that is readily available, and it's not. So promoters, check your stuff and make sure it's available.
Here's one for Kenan, but I think Rick Day already answered this. You might need to watch the YouTube recording to get this. But Kenan might be able to put it in a different language there for you to make your body feel a little better about it. So what's your motivation, money or music?
It has to be neither, because I don't know anything about, I know things about the music. I don't know the artist, about like when Chris is playing Cry. Like, I don't know the artist is playing. I know the beat. I feel the tempo. Money is no big thing to me. Everyone needs to eat, of course. Everyone needs money. But it's more about the people. When you see me going out to the parties, when it's not my party, I'm out there meeting people. I'm talking to people. I like.
So would you say you're happy if you at least break even, or you at least want a little bit to throw another party?
I mean,
get that in writing?
We'll talk later, right? I do need to talk to you. Anyways, of course I want, to do a party and come out with a little bit more money so I can invest in my next party and make it bigger than the last one. Yeah, okay. But the one thing that I like to see is, I'm gonna get on the stage at my parties at the Quad. I'm gonna be looking at the people, and like my last party, Christmas in July.
Why are you looking at Rick? You say he doesn't get on the stage?
No. Anyways. I was up on the in a Santa suit with a full beard at my last party, Christmas in July, and I had people smiling at me, saying Santa, yelling Santa, and all this kind of stuff, and just seeing their enthusiasm, seeing them wear Santa hats or elf outfits, that made me happy.
Very good, yeah. Yes. Okay. Yeah, and this other one was already answered. Why can't the promoters specify and come to an agreement? Let's say you put 10 women in one room and you tell them to all agree on one thing, that'll never happen.
Well, here's what happens. So, all right, Phil calls me. He goes, Rick, you doing anything the Wednesday night of Halloween?
Yeah.
Okay? Well, the first I'm thinking is, He wants to do something on Halloween. Oh shit, we better do something on Halloween. See how that works? I mean, it's when you have competing interests, it's human nature to compete against each other. Now, if he said, "I got an idea for a Halloween event I'd like to collaborate with you on," that's a different approach. Okay, but yeah, I like Michael Harrison for Horrible Children. He texted me, said, "You doing anything on Halloween night?" I go, "I am now," because that's just the way it works. I really wish that we could, but then that would be, to be honest, whenever you have people like us collaborate like that, the bottom line is it hurts the consumer, because we start price fixing and we start trying to dominate markets in different ways. And you have
so
to
you're
be very
saying
careful
when
about
it's
that.
more of a battle for the date, everybody can, to the consumer, it might be cheaper.
It's competition. Competition is best for the consumer.
Okay. Yeah, very good. And another little question here for everybody. Just to let everybody know, too, about 5 minutes here, I'm going to let everybody answer a crazy question. They at least get one crazy question in there. Let's see if we have any other questions up here for them to answer for you. Is it important to teach your younger generation about the drift genres and the history of EDM? Example, old rave scene, 96, 2004.
I think the most important thing that we can teach young people is how to safely party. How to safely party, okay? Because that's something I think we can all agree on. It's like we do teen events over here at Center.
Yeah.
And they can't wait to get 18 to come over here. They get 18, they can't wait to become 21 so they can have their first drink here.
Very true.
Okay, so that's part of the responsibility of us, is to make sure that we're growing the scene. Okay, that's what we're doing. We're actually cultivating the scene. We're always trying to bring new, young, fresh people into this market.
Very good. Right now, I'm going to shoot these questions a little quick here because we're getting close to the end of the interview. So I want to get some out. Everybody wanted me to say this. If you had to have the biggest hater, who would it be?
I'm not answering that.
I would say that his initials would probably be MJ.
Wow.
Now, MJ, I've also asked Glenn and MJ and everybody else to get on this show, back when I knew this was going to happen, and I love them both. MJ was a good friend of mine back in the day, and I don't know what happened. None of my business. But hey, and you're welcome to shoot up on the chat, which I think you might be in there, but if not, it's cool. It's all freedom of speech, That's the way the world works. How about anybody else?
He has no enemies. That's why I love this guy. He has no enemies.
I don't like him.
His wife probably hates him more than anybody because we take him away from her so much.
So, Kenan, how about you?
I'm sorry, Phil, but John Exile.
He's gonna hate me for this, but yeah, you're probably right, man. You two just don't get along, no matter what. Just don't get along. And I've tried. I've been like, I gotta leash him. I'm like, that's all I need in my day. Show day, phone call. Hey, what's Kenan calling me for? He already knows he's on the list. Hello? Oh yeah, I'll leash him up. My bad, but. Yeah, good friend of mine. He just sometimes, gets a little ahead of himself on some stuff, and because of that, y'all two don't get along. I hate that too.
Maybe if he got a little more head, he'd be a little better off.
That's rough.
I love you, John. I love you, John. I really do. And that tennis cap, that's so original.
Oh, now come on, Rick. Don't bust him on the hat, man. That's just wrong.
Hey, somebody's giving some props to us. Best self-promoter in Atlanta equals Exile.
I mean, it is true. That is true. He is the best self-promoter in Atlanta. No doubt on that one.
He has a lot of love, though.
You book him. He's gonna promote the Listen, you book him. He'll promote the ever-loving crap out of your show. And honestly, we asked earlier what we hate as promoters. The worst thing for me is I hate. We book these guys. and then they just never promote themselves. You know, never promote themselves. You know,
exactly.
It'd be so much easier if they would.
And the more money they make, the worse they are at it.
It does seem like that.
Yeah, and somebody said, "Where's MJ?" Yes, he was supposed to be on the show, but a lot of people didn't think this would happen. Would do this show, and I believe it or not, 40,000 people in a week, sometimes less, 5,000 people. With those kind of viewers, though, yes, I'm going to make this show happen. We are going to speak our mind. It's all freedom of speech, and hell, we can even bash ourselves. It's all free speech. That's what I'm talking about. Like the DJs on the Matt Black Show. Yeah, they do not promote themselves. Yeah, no shit. Why didn't I get 40,000 like the last person? Well, shit, you didn't even put your bio on the page, Okay, now let's see here. Why is it that most every party typically have the same DJs?
It's real simple, folks. Okay? This is just really easy. We just talked about people promoting themselves, okay? At the end of the day, I hate to say this, but every single one of us, if we like doing this, we want to continue to do this. We cannot continue to do this if nobody ever comes to the party. So I love every DJ out there. If you want to be a DJ, strive to be a DJ. However, Joe Blow that just started last week might not get booked for a show, and we might book, Silo for 3 shows. There's a reason. He's popular. Unfortunately, at the end of the day, we would like for all our friends to play, but we have to book popular people. It just happens. We want to continue to do this.
I got to add something on this. Not saying any names, but even though I love them to death, I love the DJs that they get, but back in the day, when you had somebody, a badass DJ, somebody that really made people like, oh my God, he's coming. They would come from Tennessee. They would come from out of the country. They would have to see that DJ. But now that, let's say, AK 1200, is at that place every single weekend. I mean, that's, hey, AK 1200 in my book now is just as big as Silo or Morningwood. Hey, what's up, Morningwood on the chat there? But, when you think about it that way, would you rather have those normal local DJs every week and then have one huge one? Or would you have huge ones every single week that you would get eventually look at them as locals? So really, it's a up and down question there, which any way you look at it.
We can talk about that. Like we all don't know.
Yeah,
I wonder. We may be responsible for a little bit of that also with our residence program. You do see, 3 or 4 people regularly playing at the quad.
Very true, yes.
The reason for doing that is that, well, initially the reason was I was really jealous and I didn't want all the other clubs to have these good DJs. So I made this deal with them. But it didn't work out. They wouldn't do an exclusive. Everybody was still picking at them and trying to get them to book. So we do that so we can to develop people. Okay, we're all about developing talent.
Good.
All right, and when the people stop coming or they start complaining more about, can't you get somebody besides X or Y, then that's going in. But we're always bringing cycling out. Yes. Old DJs and cycling in new DJs.
And that is right, everybody on the chat. Iris was supposed to be on this show today, but apparently, I don't know. I don't really don't want to say the reason they didn't want to be on the show, but I think everybody might be able to figure that out. But I do love them to death. I love everybody that deals with them. We've had, but Ralph and Louie, fantastic group, have been on the show. But when it comes down to it, they're having bigger headliners when I think that their bigger headliners that they're having on their show, Ralph and Louie is way talented than some of their bigger headliners. And it's just like, why put them at the bottom of the list? It's because they're throwing them every week, and they're trying to make something look exciting. But when that person is played every single week, it's not as exciting, but that's my point of view. Everybody has your own. And anything else anybody wants to add? Quick events, things to look at, Facebook, before we shut it down for some quad news and for the DJ battle there.
Oh, where's the stupid questions?
Oh, yeah.
I love boobs.
I forgot. We forgot to do the crazy questions. We'll throw them in there. Fuck it. This will be a little extra long show. Why not? So we're going to do a crazy question there for you. Now, to meet everybody's needs here, owners and promoters, this is what we're going to do. let's say each individual person here had a sidekick named Little Leg Johnny. Now, Little Leg Johnny just stole everything from your wife or your ex. And I mean everything. Your venue, your equipment, anything you did to entertain or make your money every single week or show your passion. Now, right now you're living underneath a bridge with Little Leg Johnny, the Manhattan Bridge, with 50 cents, and right now just one piece of your favorite item. What would be your favorite item, and what would get you back on track?
My favorite item would probably be a huge brick of gold so I could just cash it in and start all over again. Just to simplify the whole process.
Next.
I can't top that, so I'm passing it.
What? You mean you're not going to sell Little Leg Johnny or nothing?
Oh, wait a second. All right. Yeah, I'll put Little Leg Johnny on the streets and definitely prostitute him out, you know. Get that done.
Oh, you know, if I just had one good pillow and one good night's sleep, I could do it all again.
Fuck yeah. All right, Phil.
I don't know, man. I'm going to have to take that 50 cents and make as many copies of a flyer as I can, get all the hobos on the street promoting it. We're throwing a bridge party, man.
Yeah.
Star Children for the win.
That's what I'm talking about. There we go. At least we gave these serious-ass people a little bit of crazy question there for your brain. It's way over the interview. I think everybody enjoyed the interview way too much. But hey, it was well worth it, and I hope that answered all of you little crazy fuckers out there that I love so much. Well, it's kind of. I'm not going to come to your house and give you a fucking sweet roll or nothing. But anyways, now, we're going to shut it down for quad news. We got 2 minute break, ladies and gentlemen, just 2 minute break. And we're going to have a little battle here. It looks like we got Phil, Underground Syndicate. We got Sweet Tooth, Kenan McKenzie, and Cry. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, Rich. Yeah, Rich, too. Sorry, I'm never used to looking behind me here. There's more people than usual. Yeah, Rich, Atlanta Bass Wars, Sweet Tooth, Underground Syndicate, and Sweet Tooth? I'm for Sweet Tooth. All right. Chris Cry is going to be for Sweet Tooth there for you. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 minute break. Oh, yeah. Stand by. Release yourself of your fluids. Park in the grass. Get naked. Have sex. See you soon. Stay tuned.
You're so funny.
2 minutes to smoke a cigarette.
Right?
No, the only people need to leave is if you're not going to be on the thing. You can't do it. Can't do it. You're welcome. Unlock it. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching The Matt Black Show. Right now, The Matt Black Show is brought to you by QuadAtlanta.com. Oh yeah, a 2-day event, something you need to be at. You want your lives to improve. You want better social skills. You want to make your feet fall off from bass. That's what I'm talking about. Ragers Ball, Dirty Loud, baby, at Quad, Friday, September 7th at 10 p.m., September 8th. Remember, $10 for zombies. And, oh yeah, $15 if you're still alive, so hurry up and die, bitches. Boom, see you there. Remember, it's a 2-day event. So that will be September 7th and September 8th. Remember, for more info on all parties, go to QuadAtlanta.com and Quad on Facebook. Also, don't miss the weekly events that are so sick your life will, oh yeah, get a lot better just by being there. Boom. Which it looks like right now they're reinventing the Wednesday and Thursday events, so stand by for those. We'll have those up on the show next week. But for right now, like the biggest EDM Tuesdays on the Southeast at Quad, 18 and over, $5 at the door. No reason to have sex on your face at that time. And bring your ass to Quad, because that's the place to be. Fuck yeah. Now, sex on your face. Oh yeah. Now for a little extra 30 seconds here on the break, and then we're going to get the battle on your way for you. So ladies and gentlemen, hope you're ready for that. Keep throwing things in the chat there if you'd like. We'll answer that at the end of this battle for 1 hour. Then we're going to answer those questions for you for about 5 minutes. Enjoy, enjoy, and enjoy some more. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Rich is going to go ahead and start it off here. He has to leave a little bit early tonight, so Rich will be DJing his own set. The battle has been canceled a little bit here, but all 3 DJs will play for you. So it'll be Rich, then... Alright, Phil, and then Cry. So fuck yeah. And here we go.
Talk to you for just a minute. Now, there's a certain kind of fella that I want to talk to, and I got a story that I want to share with you this evening. Is it okay? Now, I want to talk to all these little dick ass motherfuckers running around here who think they got a big dick. Get the fuck up off me. Am I hurting you? This motherfucker.
distorted circuitry.
so digital. I would never find another you. Physical, physical, physical. We are at a higher altitude. My love for you is bulletproof. My love for you is bulletproof.
Last night I was up to 3 AM on my laptop. She asked what I was doing. I said playing on jackpot. Then the smirk came. You think I'm thick or what? I checked the history. UGiz.com. Look, if you was a little more physical, I wanna take it digital. And if you think that's critical, babe, I'm moving to Liverpool. At the end of the day, this relationship's horse fart. I don't like you anymore. I'm in love with a porn star.
She don't really like hip-hop a lot, but she really likes what hip-hop has got me, that's got her hopping from shop to shop. She listens to pop a lot cause it's popular and it's popping off. And even though they all talk poppycock, she don't give a toss as long as she's got the song. Okay, I'll tag along, cause if I don't go, she'll start banging on. If I don't go, I'll get dragged along into Ann Summers to pick out a match of wrong. So I go with her just to get it over with it. I take my iPod so it can be over quick. She buys clothes and clothes and more clothes until the store closes, and she don't even know if they fit.
out. We never sleep, never get tired. Through urban fields and suburban life. Turn the crowd up now, we'll never back down. Shoot down the skyline, watch it on prime time. Turn up the love now, listen up now. Turn up the love. Who's gonna save the world tonight? Who's gonna bring it back to life? We're gonna make you and I. We're gonna save the world
Don't fucking do that. Fucking do that.
Time the stars come out, you light me up, you chase the clouds. I think about this every time the stars come out, 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 every time the stars come out.
Fuck yeah, that's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching the Matt Black Show. And actually what we're going to do right now is a little 2-second break where everybody sits back in their seats, what they thought of the show, and then the show will be over. We're going to make this really quick and simple for you. I know the show went on a little longer than before, but it was fucking worth it. That's what I'm talking about. Badass DJs. And give me a couple seconds here, and then we're going to do that last little minute ending for you. Yeah, all that stuff. Yeah. Testing 1, 2, and 3. Testing. Oh, test. Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Testing, both mics work. Okay, we're gonna shoot over the guy in the famous Mork and Mindy chair here. There you go. Okay, hold on. Everybody ready to sit back in their positions? Get there now. And here we go on 3. 1, 2, and 3. Like I said, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, watching the Matt Black Show. Let me get my height back here. I got midget feet. There we go. Hey. Now, we'll talk about midgets another time. Not tonight. Right now, I'm going to pass it off, that mic, to everybody in this room. What they thought of the show, upcoming events. We're going to make it quick and simple. Please don't get on a rant, because we kind of went over time here. So, what you thought, and a little upcoming events, and there you go.
Show was fun. Really warm in here, though. Upcoming show, Atlanta Bass Wars 3-year anniversary on September 14th. We have Downlink and Andy C coming in. Should be pretty crazy.
I haven't seen Andy C since a long time. That's sick right there. I give you mad props for that.
Had a lot of fun on the show tonight. Just want a quick plug. Dropped a bunch of new original tracks. One of them, Pressure Drop, with Funka and myself, came out last week, exclusive on Beatport. A couple others will be dropping next month. Real quick, we've got a show September 21st, 1 week after the Bass Wars 3-year anniversary. Kingdom Rave, new giant 30,000 square foot warehouse facility. We've got talent coming in from all over the Southeast. DLX from the Smog crew out in LA.
Just in case they didn't hear you while you're shouting it out, is there any way they can find it real quick?
Yeah, they can. You can find Phil Ferguson on Facebook, or look up Underground Syndicate on Facebook, or Kingdom Rave on Facebook. You can find it all those places.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I think we got one more here. Sweet Tooth up in the house.
Word. I just want to say, y'all need to look up Atlanta Bass Wars and Underground Syndicate on Facebook. For right now, I don't have any shows coming up, but look up SweetToothEntertainment.com. SWEETEN.
Last show you threw was what?
Christmas in July. Oh, excuse me. Tokyo Takeover, which was last Friday. Right. So, but yeah. Look up SweetToothEntertainment.com. We got lots of theme parties coming up, and I had a good time tonight. I hope you all did as well.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, right now, as I, oh, fuck, shit. That's what I'm talking about, but right now the Matt Black Show is now done. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoyed.
Sweet dreams.
Hope nobody's at a friend's house has to drive drunk. Don't do that. It cost too much damn money. But I got my money back from it because the cop was wrong. And then I, guess what? Started the show when I got back from Amsterdam, so fuck yeah. Bam. So, up and down, everyone knows. See you next time, 9:30 Eastern. For all you bloody fucking mates over there in London with your smart asses, but I love you to death. But not sexual. But anyways, I'll catch you next time. And good night. Everybody overseas, you know who you are. Fish and chips.
Newcastle, motherfucker!
You guys just give me about 6 months. I'm sure I'll be playing at a club.